As you saw from the title, this is part 2 of playing Shadow and Bones Enter the Fold game. I will link part 1 in the description below if you want to check that out before this one. I had so much fun playing the game. A bit of a recap, it's just after season 1. The Darkling has exited the fold. Alina has woken up and has gone to the nearest devastated village to find out what has happened to create that crater. Right now we're helping the people in the village who don't know that she is the Sun Summoner. So yeah, we shall delve right into it. Rude Awakening, Alina Starkov. Continue. We've only done the first part and I cannot get over how great this art style is. Shall we check what we have to do? Bring the craftsman fresh fish. I shall. Oh, there's side quests as well. I'm the type that gets way too distracted with side quests. Take the lost child back to his mother, find the lost boy's parents, of course. That is what we promised, after all. So right now, we want the fisherman. He's by the sea. I'm a little lost. Oh no, it's nighttime already. Where do I go to his house by the sea? Should I just cut this part? I'm leaving this part in of me just wandering around. Oh, is that a... What? Coyote. There we go. Riverbank. I'm a pro at this. I apologize for the bad accents I put on last time. I will put on even worse accents this time. You approach the riverbank. There's a small lodge in front of you and a rickety little jetty. A man is sitting on the jetty, fishing. Let us go to the lodge first. Oh wait, but the man's on the jetty. Oh? When you enter the lodge, you see a young girl in the corner mending some fishing nets. Her smart clothes and aloof air seem out of place in this simple, rustic little cabin. Although she tries to hide it, you see the glint of fear in her eyes as she confronts you. Who are you? Do you just walk into people's homes like that? I feel like Alina would reassure her. Don't be scared. I'm not going to hurt you. Who says I'm scared? I'm not scared of anything. My name's Alina. I'm just passing through the area. And what's your name? The girl's eyes widen, and she draws herself up straighter. Alina? That's like my name. I'm Galina. You smile at the girl's enthusiasm. It's nice to see when everything seems so bleak. Let's pause. We're getting a water break, alright? I don't know how long this bottle has been in my room. Suddenly she looks up at you, her eyes bright. You've come from outside, right? What's out there? You've come from outside, right? What's out there? What do you mean? Out where? There, outside. I'm not allowed out much. Tell her what happened recently. Ask, I am interested. Why isn't she allowed outside? Why aren't you allowed out much? Galina looks nervously to the door, as if thinking about running away. Is she a Grisha in hiding? I don't think I should say. Try to say to empathize with her. I think empathizing works. Alina's just that sort of person, alright? She's a good person. It's okay, I understand. When I was young, I was always worried about getting into trouble. And I used to get in trouble a lot. Success! Let's upgrade her mind. I know I upgraded everyone's physiques last time, but let's be honest. Your mind is important too. Really? Well, you're very naughty. I try not to be naughty because Pa's always worried about me. It just makes him angry and sad. Why does he worry about you so much? Galina opens her mouth to reply but stops. She plays with her little flower nervously. I'm telling you, she's a Grisha. I have an idea. If you really want to know why I can't go out, I might tell you. But I need you to get me something first, okay? Do I look like an errand girl? Wait, I just forgot these games are all like you have to fulfill the quest for them to like tell you. I apologize, the brightness was on night shift because it is very late. Past my bedtime. What do you want? A yummy cake. Pa sometimes gets one from the old lady who lives across this river. We cut it into little slices and eat it together over a few days. We haven't had one for ages. I'll tell you our little secret if you bring me a cake. You know what? I agree. All right. I'll see what I can find. No promises, though. That's okay. Grown-ups never keep their promises anyway. Oh. Let's go to the jetty, which I just found out is a jetty and not a plank that's on land. The man on the jetty turns to you. Oh. Hello. Look who we have here. Do you have a name, girl? And what brings you to our quiet little corner of the world? Say your name, Zoe. I love that this has been an option twice. I think this is like Zoya's village or something. It always reminds me of Brooklyn Nine-Nine whenever Jake does something wrong and he's like, I'm Amy Santiago. Couple goals. I already told his daughter that I'm Alina, so... My name's Alina. I'm just passing through. Alina, huh? Like our holy sun summoner? No. Aren't you already too old to have been named after her? Well, maybe your parents had a premonition. How can I help you, Alina? Ask for help around the church, ask what happened here, ask for fish, leave. He's a fisherman, so give me fishies. I need fish for the craftsman. He won't help me rebuild the church otherwise. Do you have any? Sorry, but we've already have far too little food in the village. I really can't give you anything to outsiders. Ask if you can fish here. This is a mini game, and I'm determined to play a mini game and redeem myself. Alright, last time I watched it back while I was editing, that was embarrassing. I didn't even read the instructions. This time I'm determined to redeem myself. Can I try my luck at it then? Maybe you can lend me your gear. Can't you like sun summon and then like get fish? I would. I don't know about you guys, but if I had a cool power, I would exploit the shit out of it and show me how to use it. Sorry, girl. I really have to work to feed all the hungry mouths in the village. I can't spare the time to loan you my stuff and teach you. If you have your own gear, go right ahead. You look at the fish in the water and wonder how far you could catch one without fishing gear. Could you possibly catch the fish with light? If you blind them with a sudden burst of bright light, you could stun them long enough to catch them. It wouldn't be a good idea to do it in front of the fisherman. Somehow you have to get rid of him. Look, over there! Say you heard something. I think I heard something coming from the lodge. Shouldn't you see what it is? Did you? What does Galena want now? I'll go and check on her. The fisherman looks worriedly at the lodge as he hurries away. When the fisherman is gone, you look around and decide you can risk using your powers without being seen. Let's dazzle some fish. My girl! Razzle dazzle, small science, how to play. Read the instructions this time. Use the joystick to move your stone. Alright, what are we going to do? We're going to use the joystick. Touch the particles that correspond with your character to fill the stone before the timer runs out. Touch the sun. I can do that. Touching other particles, however, will deplete your gauge. I won't. Alright, oh my god, where am I? Where do I... Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Wait, I'm not seeing any sun. Is that the sun? That's not the sun. Oh, it's the oranges. Oh, come on. No! There we go. It's all smooth sailing now, baby. It's all smooth sailing now. How do I play this in easy mode? I wish there was an easy way to play this game. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you know what that looks like? Do you know what that looks like? That looks like redemption. That is my redemption arc. It might be small science, but my ego is big. The plan works, and before too long, you have a plump fish flapping on the jetty next to you. The entire village is gonna eat, alright? Because I ate. Finally, some fresh fish. Take it all. Then I go back, I will fish for more. I will do this for the whole day if you want me to. Right now, in this desolate wasteland, Fresh food is more valuable than money. Now I can go back to the craftsman and convince him to help me rebuild the church. Right, I will go back. It's getting late, he's hungry, but how do I go across the river to get that cake? I want the cake. Oh no! So I lost the food. Okay, let's go to the craftsman's house straight away. Here you are again. Well, did you manage to catch any fish? Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. The craftsman looks at you in disbelief. Really? One could think you're a saint yourself. I have gotten that once or twice. The craftsman laughs. A sudden lump forms in your throat. He throws the fish into a pan and licks his lips as it cooks. Very well. A deal's a deal. I'll help you rebuild your church. As soon as my strength's back, I'll head straight over there. And thank you, young lady. Your kindness means a lot. Should I go to the marketplace? I have not been there yet. You enter the marketplace, which is littered with debris. In the middle stands a pillory, at the foot of which a road sweeper serenely brushes away the dirt. You clear your throat. The road sweeper turns to you. Ask why he sweeps, ask for help, ask about the pillory, ask what happened here. Do you know what happened here? The road sweeper scrutinizes you. That's what we'd all like to know. Let's demand to know more. But you must have seen something. Ooh. No one understands it. It happened at night. We were awakened by a terrible noise and things were as they are now. Some say the witch had something to do with it, but I don't believe that. No matter what people say about her, she's not bad at heart. Jerry claims that he saw something, but he says lots of things. Not all of them are true. Ask about Jerry. Can you tell me more about this Jerry? Jerry lives, or rather lived, in the collapsed dwelling near here. Go there and ask him. If you think you'll get something out of it, but I warn you, he's a bit difficult. Ask about the witch. What kind of witch are you talking about? Briefly, there seems to be pain in his gaze. The witch. That's what everyone calls her here. It is a woman, more precisely a Grisha. Most people don't remember where she comes from, but I remember. She was once a girl of this village. But since the people here detest Grisha, they hide their children when the Grisha comes to test them. And so with her, they never realized she was a Grisha, because what must not be cannot be. And eventually, strange things started to happen around here. Her magic was looking for a way. The people of the village chased her away. Somehow she must have managed on her own. Today she's a powerful woman and Grisha. But I suspect she's very lonely. Alright, I'll leave you to your sweeping. You nod at him and leave. Let's go to the church of the Sun Summoner. As you enter the church, you see the craftsman hard at work making repairs. The woman is still praying at the charred altar of the Sun Summoner. When you see her trustingly and ignorantly praying to the holy image of you feel sick. You pull yourself together and approach her. Hello again. I see the repairs are going well. Oh, it's you. The saints must have sent you. You've answered my prayers. I don't have much. But is there anything I can give you in return? You said you know what made that crater. It was the saints, I'm sure of it. They judged us and found us unworthy. My husband, Jory, isn't a believer. He thinks people were responsible. You could ask him, I suppose. Say he should speak to you because you helped him rebuild the church. Just don't get him started on Virgins, or you'll never shut him up. He'll still be stressing about our collapsed house, I'm sure, when he should be praying. I'll try asking your husband. You return to the collapsed house. Jerry is sitting on a rafter, his head in his hands. He scowls as you approach. Do you want, girl? Say his wife sent you. I helped your wife rebuild the church. In return, she said to ask you what happened here. Maybe now the church is fixed, my wife will stop worrying about it and come home. And she's right, I did see something. Some Fjorgen made camp outside our village a couple of days back. I bet they were responsible for all this damn Fjorgen. I saw one of them hobbling east after the flash. He looked in a bad way. He would have made it far, I'd wager. Probably hiding somewhere nearby. Fjorgens. This is bad. Find the Theoden who survived. Okay, get a cake from across the village river. What happened to the kid? You went to the scorched garden again. Nobody seems to be here. Okay. Where did the kid go? Maybe he was just in my mind the whole time. Where do I go now? Where do I look for him? Should I follow the path? I think I should follow the path. Welcome back from the brief interlude. As you saw there, my camera stopped recording and I didn't even notice. Luckily, it's still the same day and I'm still in the same outfit. I stopped recording because I was a little sleepy and I cannot save Ravka when I'm sleep deprived. So we're gonna try it once again, but this time I'm well rested. I'm just gonna keep winning the minigame. I think the things that I don't succeed in is because my attributes aren't that high, and to get them high, I need to do the side quests. At least that's my theory. So I'm going to focus on that. Let's continue. Alright, starting with Alina. Let's go. You enter the remains of a farm. The farmhouse is damaged but still reasonably intact. The stables, on the other hand, are a little more than a broken shell. Even this far from the crater, it's still a picture of devastation. Let's go to the farmhouse. You enter the living room of a once beautiful farmhouse. On the table in the corner, some charged children's toys are carefully laid out. You're hit by a wave of grief from the woman standing in front of you. You take a few careful steps towards her. Before you can address her, she looks at you with teary eyes. What are you doing in my house? I think Alina would ask if she's alright. Are you alright? What's the matter? Maybe I can help. My boy, my little boy's lost. The woman begins to sob. You will say I can help, ask what happened here, look around more closely, leave. She says she can help. Is there something I can do to help? I've lost someone too. Success! You look at the woman and speak softly. What happened to your boy? You can tell me. Because he's the little kid we saw before. The woman looks at you in shock as if you said something forbidden. My Mika, my little Mika, he's lost. We can't find him anywhere since the explosion. Some say they saw him in his scorched gardens, but I can't find him. Perhaps only his restless soul still wanders in the saints' forsaken land. She starts crying and no longer responds to you. Leave and find the... Wait, first let's camp. Alright, we don't want to lose any more. As night draws in, you find a sheltered hollow and make camp. She'd forage. She'd be good at foraging. You want to rest, but food takes priority. You grab your satchel and start foraging. Success. Ooh, a tribute point earned. I'm going to put it in perception because that's only one. And you need it to have greater insight. You spend a while gathering berries and mushrooms and then try to catch some sleep. Sleep eludes you, so you start the day feeling unrested and irritable, but at least you have food. Sleep eludes you, too relatable. When the first orange glimmer appears on the horizon, you gather your belongings and set out for the day. Let's go. We're on a mission to return the boy to his mother. He was in the scorched gardens. You went to the scorched gardens and look around for the boy. Side quest updated. Hopefully he's still hiding here. Then you can take him back to his mother. Out of the corner of your eye, you see movement behind a singed bush. Then a muddy face peeks out from between seared leaves. The boy seems to recognize you. You speak gently so as not to alarm the boy. Hi, Mika. The child looks at you with wide eyes. Mika, that's your name, isn't it? I met your mummy. She's been looking for you everywhere. Will you come with me? I promise I'll take you home. The child chews his lip nervously, then nods once and follows you. His little avatar is following me here as well. You know how in Pokemon, the little Pokemon follows you? That is really cool. The graphics of this are so cool. Right, we're back at the farm, and knot forms in your stomach as you step onto the pitiful farm again. Pitiful farm again. Pitiful. You enter the rundown house. Side quest completed. The woman looks at you with the same sad, empty eyes as before. Mika steps out from behind your back. The woman catches sight of the boy and her eyes grow wide. She rushes past you, sinks to her knees, and wraps the boy in her arms. She sobs. Thank you for bringing my Mika back to me. I can't put into words how grateful I am. Here, take this, it's all I have. The woman presses a few coins into your hand. You try to refuse, but the woman insists. You leave the house with the coins in your pocket and a renewed spirit. Yay, side quest completed. Let's go to the stables. You enter the remains of the stables. A dark atmosphere lies over the whole interior. In the corner, a man with bandaged eyes and a stick is crouched. He's mumbling unintelligibly to himself. You will approach, take a closer look. Let's take a closer look. Is he the Fjorden? The scene seems almost surreal as this adult yet absolutely terrified man huddles like a child in the corner of the desolate building. The man is gaunt and shaken, his clothes singed. His eyes are blindfolded and a dark liquid seeps out from under the bandages. When you look closer, you see a whip and a club hanging from his belt. This man's a Fjorden Druskala. It is him. Let's offer water just because we want to ask him questions. Carefully you approach the man. He presses back against the wall in panic. Hello there. Don't be afraid. I mean you no harm. Would you like some water? The man tilts his head like a wild animal. For a moment you wonder if he's going to attack. Then he hesitantly holds out a shaking hand. You quickly dig out the water canteen from your bag and hand it to him. He grabs the bottle and drinks greedily. What happened to your eyes? The man's face contorts in fear. It was a light brighter than anything that can exist in this world, a pure light, so pure and so cruel at the same time. It destroyed everything, it killed everyone, and it destroyed my eyes. The hair on the back of your neck stands up and your stomach begins to cramp as a grave hunch rises in you. Impatiently you demand that he continues. What did you see, man? The man tilts his head and the bandage slips a little. A milky, glassy eye appears, surrounded by dried blood as he tries to focus on you. All of a sudden, he seems to recognize you. You! He points at you with a trembling hand. With horror, you see more blood begin to spill from his eyes as he yells at you. You carry the light within you. You are the destruction. You are the one who has taken everything. Glimpses of memories flash before your inner eye like a flickering light. Druskala grabbing you, choking and gagging you, throwing you into the dirt. A heavy blow to your head, pain, so much pain, and then everything goes dark. Awakening with a burning pain around your neck. Morozova's collar. It burns into your very self, light exploding, and then silence. You just manage to prevent yourself from throwing up as you whisper in shock. It was me. I brought the suffering, the crater. I exploded, unable to control my power. When the Druskala took me away, I destroyed the village. The nearly blinded man pedals backwards against the wall to get away from you. You are the Sun Summoner, but you're no saint. You're a demon who destroyed everything. With these words, he staggers out of the stables. You will try to catch him, let him run. It wasn't the point to try to catch him. Wait, I have more questions. Please stop. You desperately try to grab the man as he stumbles past you. Fail. You do your best to catch hold of him, but even in his weakened condition, he's much stronger than you. He thrashes around and tears himself away as if a demon were after him. Let's just wait. That's a mini game. Should we do the mini game? I feel like we should do the mini game. Your need for answers overwhelms your guilt, and so you run after the man as fast as you can. I need redemption from the first episode because that was embarrassing. Okay, movement. Avoid obstacles to not lose momentum. Got that. Avoid obstacles by swiping left or right to change lanes. Up to jump over and down to slide under. Perfect. Catch up before the timer runs out. Okay, let's go. Again, the graphics are really cool. You know what this reminds me of? Temple Run. Who played Temple Run back in Back in the day. Okay, concentration. Ooh, ooh. We both failed that one. I don't think I'm jumping high. I don't think I'm like timing it properly with the jumps. No. No, I'm so close. Ah, failure. You do your best to catch him, but the Theoden escapes and disappears into the forest. Go back to the game where I won it today. You look after him, lost in your own dark thoughts. The people's sacred sun summoner has not only failed them, but also caused them untold suffering. You realize that as long as you can't control your powers, you're a danger to everyone. You need someone to help you manage your abilities. I must find the witch. She's a powerful Grisha, and probably the only one around here. She can help me. I need to go back to the village. Someone there must know where I can find her. Shall we camp? In the fading light, you gather some twigs and branches and make a small campfire, just as Mal taught you. Let's rest, forage or hunt. Let's rest. As you huddle up to the campfire, darkness washes over you, and you feel your eyes closing. The sound of birds tweeting and the sun on your eyelids wakes you. You stretch and rub your tired eyes. When the first orange glimmer appears on the horizon, you gather your belongings and set out for the day. At the bank? No. I just want to get across the river. I'm still thinking about that cake. Just found out I can't walk through trees. You enter the ruined little village again. I love how realistic the travel time is. Like, the day really moves as like how you'd realistically travel. Let's go to the marketplace because I remember him mentioning her before. You cautiously approach the road sweeper. He looks at you attentively. Hello, can I help you in any way? I need to find a Grisha. The road sweeper looks at you skeptically. There aren't any Grisha living in the area. People don't like their type here. What do you want with one anyway? You will say you need a Grisha's help, telling us none of his business. Let's try and build some trust. I need help with something that only a Grisha can help me with. The road sweeper looks at you piercingly and then speaks more quietly. There may be someone. The witch. That's what everyone calls her here. Most people don't remember where she comes from, but I do. You will ask where you can find the witch, criticize the term witch, recall childhood testing, ask where the witch came from. Let's go straight to the point and ask where he can find the witch. I'll criticize him later, but right now we need to get the info that we need. Do you know where I can find this? Grisha. Looks at you skeptically from the side. Side eye. Are you sure you want to talk to her? She's more of a loner, not necessarily friendly to people. Yes, I really need to talk to her. People say she lives in a dark tower in the mountain north of Edina. I don't know how you get there from here. Ask another question, ask the other map, so you can... Oh, because Alina knows how to make maps, like that's what she's trained in. I can make a map to work out where she is. You wouldn't happen to have a pen and paper, would you? The road sweeper chuckles. It sounds somehow wrong in this desolate area. Then he reaches into his pocket. I was making notes of all the damage, but you can have it. You helped rebuild our church after all. The paper's a little singed, I'm afraid, but it should do the trick. Right, take all the items. Thank you. I can determine where I am. I can work out how to get into the mountains north of Edina to find the witch. Well, there are 4 unusual locations across the river. Perhaps they'll provide the landmarks you need for your map. Good luck. Why, thank you, road sweeper. Discover 4 prominent locations to add to your map. Alright. That is a good place to stop for the second episode. This could be like the first series on this channel, just because I'm having so much fun playing these Netflix games. Really love how they brought them to life. Variety of the mini games. I love that you really have to like work for them. They're not going to make it easy for you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, see you on the flip page.